Okay, listen. So today we are going to discuss about the problems on armature design of DC machines. The armature design in the sense here in your problem they are asking you to find the total number of conductor and the armature slots, that is only the new. In the existing, this is the given that actually. So they are asking you to find main dimension and the winding type and the number of armature conductors and the stator slots. Okay, this all you are going to find. So that 55 kilowatts, then 110 volt, 1000 RPM, 4-volt generator they are given. So in that the specific electric and magnetic loading, that is the 26,000 ampere conductor per meter and 0.5 Weber per meter square. And also they are given some assumption. So while you are writing the assumptions, you have to write it carefully. So the pole arc, it should be about 70% of pole pitch. The pole arc notation B, it should be the 70% of pole pitch. Then they are given another one assumption, the ratio of pole core length, it should be equal 1.1 times of pole arc. Then the field current 10 ampere and the voltage drop, that is the 4 volt. This is the given data. From that they are asking you to find the main dimension and the winding type, total number of conductor and the number of stator slots, right? So this all formula we are going to use it. So before that you should find the voltage drop, actual power developed in the generator, you need to find it out. They are given the power developed in the armature, that is the 55 kilowatts, but they are given the voltage drop. So you need to add it and find the new value of actual power developed in the armature. PA value you should find newly with the voltage drop. So you know the output equation, PA should be equal to C naught D square Ln. So the N is the speed in RPS. So you can find it out. Then E plus with the voltage drop, then the actual voltages. Here they are given the initial voltage level, that is the output voltage level of the generator, that is the 110. With the voltage drop is 4. So actual voltage is 114 volt. So we know the formula. It is the shunt generator. IA should be equal to IL plus IF. So IL is the load current, IF is the field current. The field current they are given. From the formula we can find it out easily, the developed or load current. So P should be equal to V into IL in 10 power minus 3, that is the formula. From that we can find it out easily, actual IL value, that is the load current. So armature current we can find it out. It should be equal to, we know the formula, that is the IA, it should be equal to IL plus IF. IF they are given, IL we found it. So IA it should be equal to, that is the 510 ampere. Then actual power developed in the armature, that is the PA, it should be equal to E into IA into 10 power minus 3. So the E value we know, then IA value we know. The E value is 114, IA we found it. So you can multiply it and find the new value of actual power developed in the armature, that is the PA, it should be equal to 58.14 kilowatts that we have found it. Then as usual, you can use it for the formula, that is the output coefficient. Then C naught value, we are using this formula, that is the pi square BAV into AC, the BA value and the AC value they are given. You can substitute and find the output coefficient, and from the output equation you can find it out, the D square L value. So the D square L it should be equal PA divided by C naught N. You can use this expression. So D square L it should be equal PA divided by C naught into Ln, sorry, C naught into N. So you can substitute all the values. PA value we found it newly, then C naught value we obtained, then N speed in RPS, they are given the speed in RPM, that is the 1000 RPM they are given. So N it should be equal to capital N divided by 60, that is the speed in RPS. That you can find it out and substitute and find the D square L value. Then L in terms of D you can find it out. They are given in our problem, they are given the assumptions. L it should be equal to 1.1 times of B, that is the pole core length, it should be equal to 1.1 times of pole arc. But pole arc it should be equal to 70% of pole pitch. The pole arc P it should be equal to 70% in the sense 0.7 into tau, that is the pole pitch. So you can substitute in the case of P. So L it should be equal to 1.1 into 0.7 into pi divided by P. Because tau we have the formula pi divided by P. The P is the number of pole, D is the diameter, pi is the constant. So P value they are given. So L it should be equal to you can multiply it and you can put the constant 3.14 for the pi. So you can find the value L in terms of D. Then this L value you can substitute in the expression. So you can find it out D cube. D cube it should be equal 0.0449. That is the D cube. From that you can take the cube root and find the D value. So the D value again substitute in the expression. Then you can find the L value. Right. So the D value and L value we obtained. That is the main dimension of the given machine that we are obtained. Then they are asking you to find it out, the type of winding. So while you are finding the type of winding, we should know that formula, that current in the parallel path, it's limited to 200 ampere. Brush arm current is limited to the 400 ampere, both the lap and wave winding. So it has a separate formula. That is the wave winding in the sense IA by 2. Then similarly IA, and lap winding IA by P, 2 IA by P. So you can substitute. So you all know while you are seeing the armature current, that is the 510 ampere. Definitely it will not, while you are by dividing by 2, definitely it will not come below 200. So you can directly, the wave winding is not suitable. Then you can check it again for the lap winding is suitable or not by using this formula. So while you are putting the IA divided by P, P is the number of poles that is there given in 4. You can substitute and find the value. Similarly IA by P, 2 IA by P, you can find both the current is limited in the corresponding limit. So here the suitable winding is lap winding. So you see that what are the data you need to find it out. The main dimension, that is the diameter and length and the winding type. So this all we found it. Then similarly we can find it out Z and SA. Z is the total number of conductor, SA in the number of stator slots. Okay.